Ami bina bandhu ara ke ache tumhara Eneti ausadi maya nashi barulagi Eneti ausadi maya nashi barulagi Namama mantra lao tumi magi Namama mantra lao tumi magi Bhakti Vinoda Prabhu Tarane Pariya Bhakti Vinoda Prabhu Tarane Pariya Hari Nama Mantra Loyo Magina Hari Nama Mantra Loyo Magina Jivago, Jivago, Tora Chanda Bode, Jivago, Jivago, Tora Chanda Bode, Jivago, Jivago, Tora Chanda Bode. Tani dada o maya picha chirakore Kanidra Dao Maya Pishachira Kode Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Shiv Jago, Shri Gauranitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Daita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Daita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Daita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Daita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Panchatattva ki jai. Where is the... I didn't take the book. Is possible someone bring? This one, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. So today we are reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, chapter 10, verse 16 and 17, and maybe 18. Because we are talking today, we'll try to glorify Rakeshwara Pandit. Yeah, 16, 17. Yeah, I guess we can read till 20. Because all of them from 16 to 20 are concerning Rakeshwara Pandit. Rakeshwara Pandit ki jai. Which one will we repeat? The first one or the last one?
Last one.
Tanra Shishya Upashishya Tanra Upashaka Emata Sabashaka Upashaka Laleka. Translation. His disciples and grand disciples and his sub-branches, to describe them all would be difficult. And it's talking about Gadatar Pandit. Previous verse was about Gadatar Pandit, the fourth branch. Then text 17. Vrakeshvara Pandita Prabhura Bada Priya Britya Eka Bhavicha Bisha Prahalayanra Nitya. Vrakeshvara Pandit, the fifth branch of the tree, was a very dear servant of Lord Chaitanya's. He could dance with constant ecstasy for 72 hours. Performed by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the Gaura Ganodesha Dipika, verse 71, it is stated that Vrakeshvara Pandit was an incarnation of Aniruddha, one of the quadruple expansions of Vishnu, Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna. He could dance wonderfully for 72 continuous hours. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu played in dramatic performances in the house of Srivas Pandit, Vrakeshvara Pandit was one of the chief dancers, and he danced continually for that length of time. Sri Govinda Das, an Oriya devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has described the life of Vrakeshvara Pandit in his book Gaura Krishnodaya. Shri Radha Parishishvara ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Supara Maharani ki jai, Shri Nitai Sachisuta ki jai. Jai. Wonderful. There are many disciples of Vrakeshvara Pandit in Orissa, and they are known as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, although they are Oriyas. Among these disciples are Sri Gopal Guru and his disciple Sri Dhyanand Chandra Goswami. Text 18. Apane Mahaprabhu Gaya Yandra Nitya Kale Prabhu Racharana Dhari Vrakeshvara Bale. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally sang while Vrakeshvara Pandit danced, and thus Vrakeshvara Pandit fell at the lotus feet of the Lord and spoke as follows. Dasha Sahasra Gandharva More Deha Chandra Mukha Taragaya Muni Nachontabe Mora Sukha. Oh Chandramukha, please give me 10,000 Gandharvas. Let them sing as I dance, and then I will be greatly happy. Purport. The Gandharvas, who are residents of Gandharvaloka, are celebrated as celestial singers. Whenever singing is needed in the celestial planets, the Gandharvas are invited to sing. The Gandharvas can sing continuously for days, and therefore Vrakeshvara Pandit wanted to dance as they sang. Prabhu Bale Tumi Mora Paksha Eka Shaka Akashe Uditama Yadipanara Paka. Lord Chaitanya replied, I have only one wing like you, but if I had another, certainly I would fly in the sky. And now we can repeat several times this verse. I will try to get the melody. Oh no, it was this one actually, sorry. Okay, I will go with, shall we repeat? Yeah, let's get the melody. Prabhu bale tumi mora paksha eka shaka. Prabhu bale tumi mora paksha eka shaka. Akashe uditama yadipan arapaka. Akash uditama yadipan arapaka. Prabhu bale tumi mora paksha eka shaka. Akasha uditam yadipan arapaka. Prabhu bale tumi mora paksha eka shaka. Akashuditama yadipana arapaka. So, word for word. Prabhu Bale, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, to me, you, Mora, my, Paksha, wing, Eka, one, Shakha, one-sided, Akashe, in the sky, Uditama, I could fly, Yadi, if, Pan, I could get, Ara, another, Pakha, wing. So again, the translation, Lord Chaitanya replied, I have only one wing like you, but if I had another, certainly I would fly in the sky. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapanantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamaram Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyai Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Onam Bhakevalam Karonaste Vanaste Vagatiranyata. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for giving me opportunity to share about the glories of Akeshwara Pandit, who is a famous dancer and associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I found it funny from Mangalarati, how today was a fired up Mangalarati. We were all dancing during the Mangalarati, and now today we are reading about Vakeshwara Pandit. So I find it always astonishing how the Lord is very personal with all of us. He is definitely present through the book, and He's accompanying us towards all our spiritual life with the books. All our life can be, driven properly, engaged properly in the service of the Lord by constantly being in contact with the books. And also I heard a story that once Lokanath Swami and Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, they had a fired up Mangalarati. It's usually more calm Mangalarati, right? But sometimes it's a bit different. And this day, Lokanath Swami and Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj were fired up. And Mangalarati went on. Lokanath Swami was leading, and Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, he was dancing. It was said he danced vigorously. So he was dancing intensely. And they continued till Narasimha prayers. Okay, it was still going on, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Then Tulasi Puja, the Mangalarati was still going on. And then it was going on till Japa time, till the end of Japa time. It was still continuing, and they were all in the room, partying, really like crazy. It didn't stop. It was more and more intense. And it went on till Guru Puja. The Guru Puja was still continuing the kirtan, and it went like this till the class. The class also was skipped, and they stopped at breakfast. So they had this, fired up kirtan from Mangalarati to the breakfast, and definitely some things we cannot imitate. But sometimes it's like this. Sometimes we need to follow rules, but sometimes it's also like this, more spontaneous, and we feel that we shall continue the kirtan because it's blissful. Everyone is in bliss, and let's go for it. And afterward, they shared together, Lokanath Swami and Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. And Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said, what happened? Lokanath Swami asked him, why did you sing? Why did you dance so much? Because the more you dance, the more I need to sing, And Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said, yeah, but you were singing, so I needed to dance. So it was like this enriching. And it's always like this between devotees. They are always trying to encourage each other, and it creates a very nice atmosphere. So here for 72 hours, Vakeshwara Pandit was dancing, which means for 72 hours, there were kirtans. There was someone singing. It is said here that the Lord personally was singing when Vakeshwara Pandit was there. But it means also there was some karatal players, some mridanga players around to make the kirtan going. So I had a class on this same Vakeshwara Pandit. It was Vakeshwara Pandit appearance from Harinamananda, from the Harinam Ruchi. He was giving the class on this, and he was saying, with Harinam Ruchi, once we were in Melbourne. We were in Melbourne, and we wanted to, to make a long Harinam. And usually what happens in Harinam like this, the first 2 hours we are wondering, but what am I doing here? Why do we want today to make this long Harinam? I cannot, it's not possible. The mind is like this, finding excuses and so on. Then when the first 2 hours pass, it says, okay, the four first hours, and then you think, okay, maybe it's too much, but yeah, let's continue like this. It's all right. It's nice atmosphere. And then when it reaches the 6 hours, then you don't care anymore about what is happening around, what people think of you, and so on. And after the 8 hours, the mind just give up. It's finished. You cannot do anything. Okay, do what you want. The mind is like this. This is what he shares. And so at the 12th hour, they were still thinking, maybe we should stop. It's enough. But no, let's go for 1 more hour. And they went like this for 13 hours. Non-stop of Harinam. Can you imagine?
On the street?
Yes, on the street. In Melbourne, in Australia. 13 hours. Already it's amazing for us, no? So what to say about 72 hours? It's inconceivable. Why? Why Vrakeshvara Pandit was so inconceivably dancing? Because he's Vishnu Tattva. He's a very special personality. And we are very blessed to hear about his glories today. In this book, Gaura Ganodesha Deepika, so it is mentioned the fact that he's an incarnation of Aniruddha, you know, one of the quadruple expansion of Vishnu. Don't ask me more about it. I cannot enter this topic. It's too Tadvik for me. Sorry for that. But yeah, what we can try to remember is that because Patita Pavan Prabhu yesterday was giving very nice class about Gadadhar Pandit, how he was, absorbed in reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam. So during this time, also Vrakeshvara Pandit was hearing the Bhagavatam in the association of Gadadhar Pandit with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and yeah, he was a close associate, definitely. But before that, before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, there was a story with Devananda Pandit, who was also a reciter of the Bhagavatam. From what I understood, from what I heard, but I didn't find the Shastric reference, Devananda Pandit is representing Shukadev Goswami. Did you hear this? No? Okay, so let's forget about this. I will confirm later. But anyway, he was once reciting the Bhagavatam, and Shrivas Pandit, one of the members of the Panchatattva, came to listen. And because he had ecstatic symptoms manifesting while he was hearing Devananda Pandit reciting the Bhagavatam, he started to roll on the floor, started to cry. And there, what did, what would you do if now I am quoting the Chaitanya Charitamrita and Dayanita started to roll on the floor? What would we do? We would take him out, no? Go out. Maybe not. We cannot do that with you. No, but you see someone in the temple room like starts rolling on the floor, and what is he doing? It's finished, not now. We are doing the class. Be serious about it. And so they took him out. He was still in ecstasy, but they took him out. It was, unfortunately for Devananda Pandit, a real ecstasy. And so, unknowingly, he didn't realize, but he committed an offense towards Shrivas Pandit. But by the mercy of Vrakeshvara Pandit, he was saved. He was saved of this offense. And how he was saved? Because Vrakeshvara Pandit allowed him to understand what happened, So the mercy of the Vaishnavas sometimes, and most of the time, we can be conscious about the offenses we made. That's why to keep in the association of devotees is so important. This is one aspect. And the story is that, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, they were going for Harinam Sankirtan. And at this moment, in Navadvip, the place where there is Harinam Sankirtan profusely, Lord Chaitanya was going with his associates singing in the streets. Vrakeshvara Pandit was there. And he was dancing, of course. And at this moment, Devananda Pandit was helping Vrakeshvara Pandit to dance, meaning that he was in the crew and he was protecting Vrakeshvara Pandit from the public, You know, when we go in Châtelet-Léal in Paris, at some point when Chandramukhi starts with all her crew to gather everyone, every children, every person who is somehow inclined or looking at, when everyone is in circle, you know, and they start to go around and so on. So people stop naturally. What is going on? And the more it goes, the more intense is the kirtan, the more it's dancing, the more people gather around. They come closer, they start to come in. And at some point, you can disturb the dancing also. Especially if there are some, you know, young boys who wants to show off, or some drunkards who try to do some nonsense or try to spill some alcohol on devotees. It happens sometimes. So it's a bit distracting. And so Devananda Pandit was actually protecting Vlakeshwara Pandit for him to have full manifestation of his dancing, that he was not disturbed by the public. And he was using like a stick to keep people at distance, you know, don't approach. So like this, Vlakeshwara Pandit was very pleased with his service. And so was Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, later on, Devananda Pandit was wondering why I don't have this taste for the Bhagavatam. What is going wrong? And this is a wonderful instruction for us. If we don't at some point get some taste for the Bhagavatam, for the Shastras, for the chanting of the holy name, or if we lose it, you know, there is a big chance that we offended someone. And here was the case. And then Devananda Pandit realized, by the mercy of Vlakeshwara Pandit and Lord Chaitanya, that he committed an offense towards Srivas Pandits. So Lord Chaitanya told him, whatever poison you spilled out from your mouth, you can rectify it by pouring in some nectar, you know. And what does it represent, this nectar? What is this nectar that we put in our mouth? It's Charanamrita, that's one thing.
The holy name. The holy name?
The holy name, yeah. But yeah, especially regarding the offense, the Vaishnava Parad, which is considered like the mad elephant offense, it can destroy all our bhakti if we don't deal with it immediately. And so you understand here, for 24 years, actually, Devananda Pandit was not knowing about this offense.
It was not?
He was not knowing about his offense towards Srivas Pandit. So for 24 years, he was, you know, not able to understand. But by the mercy of Vlakeshwara Pandit, he did, because Lord Chaitanya was so happy that he served his devotee. And then he uncovered this offense and told him, now you have to pour the nectar in your mouth by glorifying Srivas Pandit. And this then happened, and Devananda Pandit was saved from this offense. So Vlakeshwara Pandit definitely is a very special personality. Another pastime connected with Vlakeshwara Pandit is that we can know personality also, like Vlakeshwara Pandit, by understanding his disciples. And one of his disciples was Gopal Guru. And there is a funny story behind, because first he was not called Gopal Guru. By the age of 5 years old, he was associating with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very fortunate child. And he had opportunity to serve him and also to instruct him. One day, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to pass urine, and Gopal, back then Gopal, noticed that they had a very affectionate relationship together. You know, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or Krishna himself, was very affectionate towards Gopal, and Gopal was noticing that he was holding his tongue while passing water, you know. And so we understand that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to exemplify the devotee and show how to behave and in an impure place to not utter the holy name. That was the point of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But then Gopal told him, but why are you doing this? You know, you are the Supreme Lord. Everyone will follow you. And what if themselves, they also, while passing water, leave the body? It means they will not be chanting. So, what? How can we do that? How can you show that? And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately said, okay, from now you are my guru. And so I will call you Gopal Guru. So that is the story of Gopal Guru, the disciple of Lakeshvara Pandit. And yeah, it's quite instructive for us, all of this pastime of Lakeshvara Pandit, how yeah, the dance is so important in our movements. It makes the Harinam party so complete. It can engage many people in the street. This dancing, when we are also attending some aratis, it also gives a nice atmosphere. It connects us. I heard some stories also of devotees, you know, two spiritual masters by the time of Prabhupada who came. They were, you know, angry at each other, you know. But Prabhupada wanted them to come at Mayapur once a year, you know, and at least once a year. And so they came with their disciples, split during one Guru Puja probably, you know. And, you know, some of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada saw them, knew the story, and so he took them both and he brought them in the center. And he said, now you dance. And when they started to dance like this, you know, in the kirtan, all the problems went out. You know, they look at each other at first with, you know, challenging mood. But then after, in the kirtan, you just understand while dancing, while singing, that, okay, there is the Supreme Law, which is above all of that. We are just full of anarthas. Let's go over it by plunging, absorbing ourselves in the Harinam and the dancing. So by dancing also, it is said that if we jump, you know, usually we purify the lower planets by jumping, and by putting our hands up, we also purify the upper planets. So this dancing is so powerful. And in the Ratha Yatra of Puri, Lakeshvara Pandit was also a chief leader on the Govinda Ghosh party. You know, around the Ratha Yatra there were four, if I'm not mistaken, 4 groups. And one of them was Govinda Ghosh leading the singing, and Lakeshvara Pandit was the chief dancer and all of that. And that's why then Mahaprabhu says that himself, he is only one wing, Lakeshvara Pandit is another wing, and so together they can fly, you know. Harinamananda Prabhu said that ISKCON is also one of the sub-branches, and we can also be participating in this Harinam, we can also be this other wing and make Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fly by engaging constantly in this Harinam Sankirtan party. And Lakeshvara Pandit was so inspired dancing, and it reminds me of Krishna Kripa Prabhu, who really loves to dance as well. Whenever he comes, what he likes the most in the temple program in the morning is to dance. You know, Mangalarati, Guru Puja, he really appreciates to dance. I remember when we were in the yoga studio, back then we were, you know, organizing with Patita Bhavan from Paris, some kirtan in a yoga center. But a yoga center, you know, with many different practices and weird ones. And it was a creepy place, to be honest. It was creepy. Yeah, you didn't want to know what happened at other times of the day in this place. but there were some clues. Let's say there were some cigarettes, some pot of cigarettes at some corner, some DVDs in another. There was a massage room downstairs. Anyway, but Krishna Kripa Prabhu was there. We were having this kirtan, and I remember he was dancing and inspiring people to dance as well. He's not concerned by external considerations, and because he has this motive to please the Lord, then it inspires others who at first might think, oh, he's dancing, it's just a mantra, it's okay, calm down. But no, actually, because he has this pure motive, people were so inspired, and when they started, everyone was in this atmosphere, inspired to sing the Maha Mantra. Yeah, so here was what I had in mind about Rakeshwara Pandit. Probably forgot some stories, but if you have anything to share or some questions, corrections about Rakeshwara Pandit's glories, please feel free to share.
I just remembered something about Bhakti Maharaj.
Yeah.
What you said, because he was actually honored by the African, the tribal kings and all, that.
Yeah.
So somewhere he was invited for some African program, and there was like a dance, and nobody expected him to dance. And immediately they started kirtan, and he started dancing, and all these Africans were like shocked because he was so dancing so nicely.
Yeah.
A monk was coming and dancing.
Yeah, he danced very nicely. You probably know this video with Chandramauli Maharaj, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, and I think there's someone else. Indradumna Maharaj. I think it's another video. Yeah, Radhanath Maharaj was there. Probably Sachinandan Maharaj, but not. Yeah. You just want to be here, feel this atmosphere, being around, You want to plunge in the video and to be, at the lotus feet, following. So inspiring. So this morning during the Mangalarti was for me a remembrance of that, and that fired up, and this is so attractive, and remind us ultimately the holy name is the real shelter, and it's particularly important to have these moments, at least for myself, where there is a big kirtan going on, to recharge and to forget all the rest. All the management, all the work, this, that, okay. This goes, okay, now am I entering the kirtan room in Radhadesh Melos? The door is closed, finished. You forget about me. I will just dance like a young teenager who is not anymore a teenager. I broke my knees, but whatever. I will just dance, sing all day long. This is the hope when I go to Radhadesh Melos. Anyway, you had maybe a question, Christopher?
No, it's just yesterday we were dancing in the arena.
Yeah, I saw some videos.
I was thinking, I come to the arena with something like, I feel shy, I don't want to dance.
Yeah.
But at some point I'm thinking, but you dance, and then it becomes blissful, and then I start thinking this is what actually can convince people also. If they see that we are very happy and ecstatic in the future, they cannot deny it.
Mm-hmm.
They may deny the book if they don't want to read or they don't want to buy, but can deny someone who is blissful.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time I met devotee actually was in tour, and just before I came to New Mayapur, and with my brother we were walking along the big street for the big island.
Yeah.
And I saw them coming the other side of the road, but I did not approach them because I think I was thinking, if I go there, I don't know what will happen. I don't know what will happen. I don't know what these people,
Mm-hmm.
But, so it's scary for the foreseeable.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for some people, for some devotees, it's like you fear to see some friends or some colleagues around, and what do they think? If they saw me in dhoti with tilak. For me, it was for a long time like this, and Hare Krishna's arrangement, for now, I didn't meet face-to-face a colleague with Dhoti Tilak, in Harinam context. But I'm ready for that day. I feel I am ready. I'm never ready fully, but yeah. It will be interesting. It will be definitely interesting. So, yeah, let's hope they can join. Then the only hope. Yeah. Yes. Disciple of Rakeshwara Pandit.
And associate of like friend. They was same age? Or?
No. He was 5 years old, and Lord Chaitanya was already sannyasi.
So he was younger.
Yes.
Yes. Why I wanted to ask, because maybe he's older.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Can say something to Chaitanya, but not even when he was younger.
Yes, exactly. And there was another pastime with Gopal Guru Goswami and Lord Chaitanya. You probably heard about Abhiram Thakur, who was, at some point having this capacity. I don't know if we should call it a capacity, but when he was bowing down, it was, what was exactly the thing is like the person in front would just have the head.
Go down to any person.
Yeah.
Praise of any person. And if he is not uploaded, you would.
Yeah.
That person would die.
Yeah.
What?
If this person, so Abhiram Thakur was having this boon, let's say, that if he bows down in front of someone and this person is not a pure devotee, then he departs the body. And so Gopal Guru knew that Abhiram was around, and humble, he was not feeling secured. And so when he came, Abhiram, and was about to bow down in front of Gopal Guru, then Gopal Guru went on the lap of Lord Chaitanya. He went on the lap of Lord Chaitanya, and so he was protected. So it shows again how he was very affectionate, like a grand brother with a small brother or something like that. And he protected, and of course, he didn't depart the body, Gopal Guru Goswami, because he was from another level. He was very highly elevated devotee, Gopal Guru Goswami. Yeah, and I shared, I think, during Radhashtami, how he wrote for each name of the Mahamantra some definition of the Mahamantra. And one of them, for instance, is, "Oh Krishna, please, may I develop taste for you." This one, for me, is very inspiring one. And for each name like this, he gives some inspiration, and you can recite it before starting a japa. Gopal Guru Goswami. Yeah, it's in the book of Sachinandan Maharaj. Living name. Living name. Yeah, you can find. Yeah, I think I had something else to share, but somehow it doesn't come out. I'm sorry for that. And I don't have internet on this one.
I had one more experience about dancing.
Yeah.
Time in Jivaprana. I was there for some time, and there was another time. And
Wow.
I remember when he arrived first, I thought, oh my God, this person is very special. Everyone bowed down when he arrived, and I felt in my heart he was a very special person. I was a young bhakta. I think I was not. I'm not sure I was in Sikh at this time. And during the kirtan, at one point he started to raise his hand and dance so sweetly, and it broke my heart again.
Yeah.
His way to dance the Vatsami, I don't know if you saw him doing it, but he's really amazing.
I think
dancing, and I remember this Vila Vrindavan. I always remember this.
Okay. I suggest we can conclude on the video I was mentioning earlier with Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Insignificant. Bhajan! What did he say, Bhajan? Maharaj.
You said Lokanath Maharaj, no?
It was a different story. With Lokanath Maharaj was with Bhakti Tirtha in one Mangalarati, and now it's a video with Radhanath Maharaj, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, Chandramauli Maharaj dancing. Okay, 2 minutes 50, pure nectar. Let's go. Ivo. Rakeshwara Pandit ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Toute gloire de vos assemblées, Hare Krishna.
Jivaprana Prabhu.
Prabhupada ki